Welcome everyone to another episode of Scaranoia, and today we got another banger episode. We are going to be talking about the ultimate horror movie character, the one that is the scariest in all the land, the Scranton Strangler. Actually, we're not going to be talking about that, but somewhat similar. We're going to be putting our favorite comedic characters, comedic actors, into horror movies as the killer, as the survivor. I play too much DBD, so I'm like survivor. The antagonist, the protagonist, and a side character. Girl. Sure. That always sounds bad to me. That sounds like an OnlyFans term. I don't know why. But like that just seems like an OnlyFans term.
Scream Queen?
That's what we're gonna. It also sounds like an OnlyFans term. But so that's what we're gonna do today. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to toss up a movie and then so somebody picks a movie and then we pick characters for it? I think that's the easiest way to do it.
I think so.
So Jared, throw us a movie.
Billy Madison.
Okay, well that we need a horror movie.
You need to throw a horror movie.
Yeah, we need a horror movie.
Scream.
Scream? Oh,
no,
okay.
I got one. Instead of Billy Madison, Scream and Scooby-Doo. Because that's kind of, they're
Scream
kind
and
of like,
Scooby-Doo?
you know, the live action Scooby. They're kind of like.
Okay, so we're going to take a horror movie, a regular movie, and we're going to combine the worlds.
Scooby-Doo and Scream's kind of like, you know.
They are very similar. Plus somebody gets their mask pulled off and said, I would have got away with it if it went green.
Yes.
So I feel like Shaggy is like a natural Scream killer.
I mean, yeah.
I really do. I feel like that
is.
100% fits as like the meta character.
Oh, for sure.
And then, yeah, because it was Matthew Lillard that played, so.
Is this why you picked that, Jared? Because that way Matthew Lillard gets to be Stu Macher one more time.
He's getting ready to be. Scream 7, Stu's alive, folks. Stu's alive. We got it, guys.
So do we got...
Brother.
So now... Here's the thing, okay? You would think that Fred would be the one that saves everybody, but I wholeheartedly think Fred would be the one that tries to take charge and dies right away.
No, Fred's the opening kill.
Okay.
Fred's the opening kill.
Let's flip it up and let's have Velma and what's her name? What's the other one's name? Daphne be the killers.
I like it. I like that.
And then Scooby and Shaggy are trying to like get away the whole time. It would be funny if Scooby was one of the killers though, and they tried to pretend it wasn't just a dog with a mask chasing people with like a knife in its
It could
mouth.
be a horror comedy. I'd be 100% fine with that. I love parodies, and yeah, Scooby-Doo's already horror elements anyways.
Feel that? This isn't where I thought this was gonna go, but you know what? I'll take it.
Me either. I thought we were just gonna pull a horror movie and grab like an actor, but okay.
That's what I'm going for. That's at least that's what my thought process is. We can mix it up. We can do worlds. We can do characters. We can do whatever you like. Okay, good talk. Chris, throw me a movie.
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, I'm trying to. That's the problem I'm having. Is I'm trying to stray away from Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, but let's go. We're gonna.
Why are you trying to stray away from it? Just go Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, because I want to think outside the box. Everybody who watches our stuff's gonna expect that from me. So I'm going with Jared's favorite horror movie villain of all time. We're going Halloween.
Oh, okay.
It's overrated. Trash. Fuck Halloween.
Okay, but what comedy character are we putting in this though?
What comedy character? My first thought is Adam Sandler, just because I feel like he is the GOAT of all comedy characters. But I'm gonna do one further. Give me Will Smith from his Fresh Prince of Bel-Air era
as Michael Myers.
As Michael Myers, bro. There's gonna be so much more pep in that step.
I could see him. So he's you remember like when he would wear the Bel-Air high outfit? It was inside out. So he's rocking the like janitor outfit, like inside out, and it's got like. Okay. Does he have the mask on sideways? Like the mask isn't on all the way, like it's like kind of off to the side.
Because you're talking Fresh Prince.
Yeah, because you're talking Fresh Prince.
Yep.
So does he have a hat on top of the?
Hey man, it could be either. It could be either. So that's where I'm going.
I'm just imagining, "Ayo, Uncle Phil!" Like every time he goes to kill somebody, "Ayo, Uncle Phil!"
The body gets tossed out like jazz.
I think both properties are overrated. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not funny at all. Will Smith, not funny at all.
Wow, one of the greatest
comedies.
One of the greatest comedies, one of the greatest horrors. That was a great one, and Jared had to come in and ruin it with his sadness. Jared's like, I don't love fun. I like that though. That was a good mix. That was solid. Okay, what will we do? I think if he was the, I always want to say survivor, I think then it would immediately become a comedy. Like, especially because you're talking Fresh Prince Will Smith.
Yeah, I feel like 100% would have to be like a horror comedy.
Or make it super sad. Michael Myers kills his dad, and then he has the whole scene of like, "Why'd you leave me, Dad?" Of like with the, but it's
How
like,
come you don't love me, man?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
That gives, oh man, that
But
took
it's
a
like
dark turn.
over the coffin, you know.
Spoiler
Like,
alert: Carlton's the killer.
I've never watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so I don't even know what none of this means.
I was gonna say, or Jeffrey.
Oh, bro,
Jeffrey would make a good killer.
He's
But,
a
oh
boss.
yeah,
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 Bianca Belair.
he would make a good killer. Okay.
And then, if I feel like he would make an automatically great side character to it, like
But it would have to be him and Jazz together
exactly
as like the
exactly.
side
You have to-
characters. Like,
yeah, with Carlton taking the lead on this one of trying to figure out how to defeat the killers.
he's
Spoiler
actually
alert,
like
this
trying
time
to figure it
it's
out.
Hillary.
Hillary!
Okay, I'm gonna go Nightmare on Elm Street. Michael Scott.
Another overrated show. The Office is trash.
What do you watch, Jared? Do you watch Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Like, what the hell are you watching?
I watch South Park. That's all.
That's
I
trash.
watch.
South Park is horrible.
No, it ain't.
South Park is the worst, most overrated thing in the history of
it's
animation.
not. You don't mean that.
It is ridiculous.
It has changed the animation game forever.
Oh, it did. It changed it forever. So did the toilet. And guess what? Shit still gets flushed.
You know, South Park was the first TV show to say shit,
Wow, Jared.
uncensored. They also make a lot of fucked up jokes, which I do love.
Okay. Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Scott. I could just imagine Date Mike as like the killer. Like, I'm your killer.
Also, I've never watched
Nice.
one episode of The Office.
Nice
so.
to meet me. You know?
How
I
do
could
you
totally
like
see
your
that.
eggs in the morning?
Yeah, exactly. Will you dream about me? Like, I could totally see that. But if it's not Michael Scott, Toby Flenderson, obviously, the Scranton Strangler as Freddy.
Don't know who
I
that
Totally
is.
that.
makes sense.
But that would
Totally
like to be
makes sense.
a very boring killer.
Would it? Because, like, you would think every time he shows up, like, Michael would have to be the main character. Michael would just be upset. Michael would just be frustrated that he shows up again. Why do you ruin it? Why are you the way that you are?
Who's the guy that has the bald spot up here?
The fat guy?
Yep,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh,
Love Kevin.
Actually,
Kevin would be a
hold
good
on.
not.
Kevin would be great in Texas Chainsaw Massacre because he makes the chili.
yes.
So you'd have to have the people chili.
And also, he's great. That actor's great. He's in so much other stuff better
Brian
than The Office.
Baumgartner, absolute
yeah.
beauty. He's great.
He's super good. Cheek clapping.
Todd Packard is the killer. Could you
Bro,
imagine?
and it's the dump that that takes people out. Anybody who's watched The Office is gonna get this. Anybody that has not watched The
I've
Office will not
never
care.
seen it.
Okay.
It's okay.
Dude, Ian Malcolm as one of the strangers in The Strangers would be fantastic. Just him with his shirt off.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
movie is. So.
You know what's The Strangers? It's fantastic. Do you know who Ian Malcolm is?
When I was growing up, The Stranger was something that you did when you sat on your hand. That's what I always heard. That's what I was. Don't look that up on Urban Dictionary, kids. Hopefully, no kids are watching. Ian Malcolm. Refresh my memory from what?
I can't say his real last name. He's in The Fly.
Jeff
Is he a
Goldblum.
comedian?
Jeff
Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jeff, hold on, what? What did you just say there?
I don't know his name.
Go.
I don't know his name.
Go,
I just
Jeff
know
Go
his
Boom.
He is a comedian or a comedic.
Who is apparently in this
Styling.
one movie that I didn't finish that Crispy loves.
Jurassic
Wicked.
Park. Oh,
Jurassic Park's fantastic. One of the greatest
He was
movies
in-
of all time.
oh yeah.
I would
Okay.
say another good one because you've got me on this whole like Office kick, so I'm thinking of like the funny sitcoms and stuff like that. So give me, oh my God, what is his name?
What show?
Parks and Rec, the boss.
Okay. Oh, Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson. Do you imagine Ron Swanson and you put him anywhere, okay? Make him Jason.
He would be a
Mustache sticking
very
out of the
like
mask.
he would have to be a straight slasher. Like he
Yeah.
wouldn't do any frilly whatever. Like he would make a good Michael Myers. Of like he's very efficient. Just
No, you wouldn't need comedic value from him. All you just
Yeah.
need is walk up and kill.
he
If
would
he's
just
killing,
kill
like-
like vegans and. I feel like he would just kill people that annoyed him.
I've got a good
Exactly.
one.
What's that?
Janice from Mean Girls is Carrie.
Okay.
That's valid.
That's Carrie
Fair
White.
enough.
That one
Okay.
would be fantastic.
I'm trying to think of some other
Amanda
like
Seyfried
interesting
from Jennifer's
mixes.
Body as Carrie would also be valid too.
I thought you never watched Jennifer's Body.
I told you I watched it long before you tried to get me to watch it with you.
It's fantastic.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
I'm just making sure.
Bro, I could imagine. I'm trying to think of different families you could put in Paranormal Activity because I love Paranormal Activity. But I'm trying to think of like different families that you could like implant into that,
So
like
you got me
family
coming right
comedies.
back to The Office, and I'm thinking Michael and Holly.
Bro, or just imagine that the office is haunted and the cameras that they show in the office are actually like the CCTV style cameras
Karen's
that are
just here
watching
like,
them.
what the fuck, man?
I never
Bruh.
watched The Office.
You
don't
need
watch
to
a lot of
like
stuff.
you're so far behind, bro.
I only watch horror movies, really.
In wrestling and NASCAR.
But you watch comedy movies and you don't have more?
Django.
Jamie Foxx.
Django. Good movie.
That's not a comedy movie. I say you watch comedy movies and you don't have anything. He responds, Django.
Out of
There's co-
any movie.
There's good
any
comedy in
movie.
Django. There he is.
We're moving on before we get anywhere near anything talking about that movie. We are moving to something so far away from that. The farthest, so let's go into Billy Madison, okay?
Look, Billy Madison in itself could be a fucking horror movie, bro.
Dude,
The
Miss
Penguin,
Vaughn.
bro. The Penguin was real all along.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. If you just imagine Billy Madison just walking around like shibbly hoo, but that's like the dead, that's like the killer sound.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Chase in the background.
Miss Vaughn.
Pee your pants to scare away the demons.
Pee your pants is cool.
Yep. If peeing your pants is cool, I'm Miles Davis.
Bro, what was that kid's name? Ernie. The kid that peed his pants, right? He's the killer. Because Billy made him think that peeing his pants was cool. Kid gets back to school, starts peeing his pants all the time. All of a
Yep.
sudden, kids are laughing at him. He's getting bullied. There's his villain arc right there. Billy
Yep.
Madison is the final, and nobody lives, man.
It's Ernie and the Penguin.
Bro, why
Yep.
does that sound like a kid's book?
Yep.
Ernie and the
Dude,
Penguin.
Jack Quaid's Novocaine would go super hard as Art the Clown. Y'all's not watching Novocaine. It just came out. a
Isn't that
couple
the
weeks
new
ago.
one? That's super
Yeah.
good from what I've heard. Like
It
it's supposed
was.
to be really, really, really good.
It was. I liked it a lot.
Who else could play Art the Clown?
Chris Farley would have been fantastic. Just like his mannerisms.
Christopher Walken. Chris Farley.
Oh,
would've been great,
yes. Christopher Walken, I could see, 100%. I could see Chris Walken more than Chris Farley, just because Chris Farley, I feel like, was so funny in what he says. Like, I feel like Walken could be funny without saying anything. You got to have somebody who would be super funny without actually saying anything.
Will Ferrell.
I could see Will Ferrell being really good at art as well. I'm trying to think of who else. So who
Dude,
else would
how
we
about a
put in
good
that
Jigsaw?
world?
Who would be a good Jigsaw?
We're talking about
Like, if you could recast John Kramer, Tobin Bell in the Saw franchise, who would it be?
Are we so we're just recasting. We could go from anywhere.
Anywhere.
But comedic character, because that's
Yeah.
the theme
Comedy,
of the...
yeah.
Comedy
Yeah.
character, bro. Give me Steve Martin.
That would be a
Just
good one.
Something about that, like we're going comedy character, bro. Steve Martin's OG, and I feel like I don't know, just something clicks there.
Bro, I got a good one. Bill Burr.
I don't know who that is.
Bro,
Bill Burr is.
you would love Bill Burr. Bill Burr
You
hates
would.
everybody.
What has he been in? Like, I'm bad with actors'
He's like a
names.
stand-up comedian. He's a stand-up
Yeah.
comedian.
He was in a
But he's
Pete
like a
Davidson
Boston,
movie, wasn't he?
and he's a New Englander. I figured you would definitely know Bill Burr.
Bro, I'm literally about to look this up right now for Jared. What movies?
He's been in stuff, yeah. But I know he's like a stand-up more than anything. But he would be hilarious as Jigsaw. Because
dude, I think Kevin Hart as Jigsaw would just be the dumbest, funnest movie of all time.
It'd be like Scary Movie.
It would
be like Scary, because it would be like what do you call it? Like slapstick. I'm trying to think of somebody else. You know who else would be good? But I feel like this is a deep cut that either you might know, but George Carlin. Another stand-up comedian.
I know who George Carlin is.
Yeah, he would be hilarious as Jigsaw.
Hey, all right, you ready? You ready? Give me Lewis Black.
Don't know who that is.
Yep, Lewis Black. That would be hilarious. You know, like just screaming with his hands.
You know,
like
you're here.
Yep, exactly.
Dude, Gary Busey as
Do
Jigsaw.
you want to play a game?
Gary Busey as Jigsaw would be the greatest.
You have to know who
Never
Lewis
seen
Black
him.
is, bro. He's been in so many things.
We need to spend more time talking about stand-up comedy because it makes me happy that it's how I feel when Jared mentions all these deep-cut horrors. We mentioned stand-up comedy and he just has no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
What else? Like
I'm trying to feel my pain.
I'm trying to think of more comedic actors that would be like people Jared would know. I don't know for Jigsaw though. For Jigsaw is like a rough one. Because it would have to be someone that's like somewhat serious-ish.
But still has that.
That's why it should be Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, I think, would be crazy.
He'd be an interesting.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Dude, remember when I was fixated on that meme?
Fixated.
See, I don't know about Jigsaw. I think we might have to move on from Jigsaw.
Yeah. I had somebody and then I got lost.
Chucky?
How about the voice actor for Chucky, who would be a good one?
Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Hart would be hilarious.
I was thinking Brad Williams could do the voice and play Chucky.
That would be hilarious.
You know who Brad Williams is, right, Jared?
Yeah, he's wrestled Hornswoggle before.
I was there.
We had beef with him, didn't we?
No.
We had beef with him on TikTok. Who was it? I thought that was him.
Was it? Oh, yeah, right, it was, yeah.
We had beef with him, yeah.
Yeah.
Who, Hornswoggle?
No.
No, with Brad Williams.
Brad Williams, the comedian. He talked trash on us. Yeah.
Why did he say that? Somebody bought
He's
a cameo.
into wrestling. Like,
somebody bought a cameo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. He said it. That's all that matters.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. Shout out to Christopher Daniels for being a part of the Truth wedding ceremony or whatever, or the Jared Holmes. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't Christopher Daniels. It
Jared
was Curly
Swanson.
Man.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Come on now, they're two different people. Speaking of wrestling, though, we do have the Heel Club podcast. If you look Heel Club podcast on YouTube,
Soon to be number one.
Right. First episode will drop next Wednesday.
Podcast in the world.
This Wednesday, first episode. WrestleMania.
We're going to be interviewing John Cena, but you can't see him.
I'm going to interview Gary Gamer.
Okay. So, Chris, give me another movie.
Another movie, another horror movie?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of the popular. Have we talked about Texas Chainsaw?
Briefly.
A little bit. I can imagine Roseanne's family being the family.
Yeah.
Dude, how about what the fuck was it called?
Home Improvement.
I don't know if you ever watched it. Buck Wild.
That'd be hilarious.
It was an MTV show that was filmed in West Virginia. Perfect for the wrong turn.
Could you imagine the Jersey Shore cast as the family?
I could just imagine Pauly D with the big hair with a fucking chainsaw.
He's Leatherface, but his hair's out. And then after he kills you, he's just like,
Sam and Ron still fighting at the dinner table. That was my finger, Ron. That was my finger that you ate, Ron.
You got Snooki just going crazy.
I was gonna say, now we're just going reality shows that become horrors. Some of those reality shows are already a horror in themselves, though. Big Brother, man. Big Brother could be a horror movie.
Oh, dude. Have you all heard the story of where, they had to kick somebody out of the house because they had, held a knife to one of the contestants and shit?
Yeah.
That's just crazy, bro.
I watched that season.
I saw a clip of Val Kilmer saying... Not Val,
Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke. You made this exact same thing last time. It's Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke
called
Big
JoJo
Brother.
Siwa the F slur.
I see.
He
I
talked
just
about
probably,
tying her up, and then he was going to.
Because he said, if I'm here longer than 6 days, you won't be gay anymore. And she's like, I'll still be gay, and I'll still be happily with my partner. He's like, not if I tie you up.
Bro, his or her, actually, JoJo Siwa's partner lit him up. I don't know if you saw that TikTok. Just absolutely obliterated this man on a TikTok. It was
I hate
kind of
JoJo
hilarious.
Siwa.
But well, everybody is kind of defending her now, and it's like a whole big change because
Dude,
everybody's
she
on
had a
her
really
side.
good horror movie come out last year called All My Friends Are Dead, actually.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Did it
Okay,
have the song "All My Friends Are Dead"? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
All my
Lil
friends are
Uzi.
dead. Yeah,
EXO Tour Life.
yeah.
Lil Uzi.
All my friends are dead. If not,
Good
then
song.
I mean it's a missed opportunity.
I agree.
I
I
don't
agree.
think they
Like,
did. I don't think they did.
they didn't have it, no.
Wow.
I was waiting for it. I was.
Like, I have some deep cut horror movies, but it's not gonna be like you all even know.
All right, here we go. Then I got one. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
It. Who are you casting as Pennywise?
Tim Curry.
The GOAT. The best Pennywise.
He is comedic. So
He
I
is
mean,
comedic. I will give you that. But like recasting entirely, like cast both of them. Let's cast the OG and let's cast the remake.
Well,
Okay.
the remake sucks, so there's no sense of talking about it.
What
the
if-
OG's better.
What if we cast anyone? So let's say like Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, anybody as the new Pennywise, but then Tim Curry is the survivor.
I would love that story so much.
My mind always goes to Chris Farley. He's one of the funniest guys of all
Chris
time.
Farley, like then it's like a fat clown too. I love
What
it.
is your obsession with Chris?
Because he's one of the goats.
I do agree
I
with
mean,
that.
I'm not denying it, but he's
Bro.
gonna spend half the time telling them about his van down by the river.
Chris Farley, though, a better Pennywise than Chris Farley would be David Spade.
Dude, Rob Schneider is Pennywise.
Oh my God.
Pretty much all of Adam Sandler's friends.
Because
This is
they're
just
the best
SNL
comedy.
cast.
Because it's
No.
the best type of comedy.
Bro, can you imagine Pete Davidson as a Pennywise?
And then is he trying to kill Ariana?
Dude,
Is that what he's doing the whole
yeah.
time?
Totally gonna like kill you.
speaking on the conspiracy side of Scaranoia, Pete Davidson 100% sold to the Illuminati. You can't.
To get famous and to get
Yeah.
all the girls that he's
Yeah,
been with.
you can't. You can't tell me otherwise. 100%. He's a reptile person. 9,000,000%.
Dude, like
I think
Ariana
to go
Grande
back
to
to,
Kim Kardashian.
Like, how, bro? How you pulling this, dog? Teach me some of the game.
It's because he's funny. Funny guys make it. Funny
Dude.
guys get the girl.
Hey,
Sorry,
I thought
Jared.
that was funny
You're
once. Also, if you was a girl that came into Little Caesars today about 6 o'clock,
Oh my gosh.
whenever I was on the clock, I wasn't allowed to say this, but hit me up. Hit me up, girl.
What is this? Missed connections on Craigslist?
I don't even know. I just don't even know.
It happens to be that way. I'm trying to think of other horror movies. How about Jurassic Park? I know not a horror movie, people say, but who would you all like to see running away from dinosaurs?
I would like to see comedic actors as the dinosaurs. That's what I'd like to see.
Just get
I
the
could
whole
totally see
cast,
that.
the whole cast of grown-ups, bro. You got Kevin James, Adam Sandler, Rob
No.
Schneider, David Spade, Chris Rock. Like,
They go to take their kids to the park, and then that's Jurassic Park.
Not a comedy actor, but one of who I would like to see running away from dinosaurs because it would be absolutely hilarious.
Here's
And I
one.
don't know if we can speak this person's name anymore, but Kanye West.
Bro, I'd speak Kanye about like every podcast I bring up Kanye.
Yeah, but you had to. Could you imagine him, like his South Park character? Because I just watched the one where
The fish sticks character?
Yeah, that the fish sticks running away from dinosaurs. Oh, fantastic!
does he get eaten though? He has to get eaten, right?
Yes.
No, he survives. He
No, he has
survives.
to get eaten.
It only
He's
works
eaten.
if he gets eaten, bro. Everybody needs their ending for him like that. Like,
Yep.
Have you ever
Only
watched
because of his recent activities, he's got to get eaten.
Fair.
be academically inclined to die on screen.
Who would you all like to see in The Substance?
The Substance.
Like, if you could recast Demi Moore in The Substance, who would it be?
G.I. Jane?
Fucking give me Jada Pinkett Smith, bro. Chris Rock made that comment about her, and I'm so down to just. Nah, I'm kidding.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Do we have to keep it female? Like, are we going?
No, it could be for
I was gonna
the.
say if we're keeping it female, bro. Aubrey Plaza, because she's the funniest female out there. Okay, like
She's the best.
Sydney
cannot
Sweeney
change
would
my
be
mind.
cool.
Sydney Sweeney would actually be really good in that role. Like, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, 2 huge reasons why she'd be fantastic in it for sure.
So this has been an episode of Scaranoia. It's been a thing where we talk about stuff.
Don't
we
forget,
say
6
things.
o'clock, 6 o'clock, Little Caesar's Woman. Hit me up.
Anything else anybody wants to say? We can wrap this up, close this out. All right, this has been a thing. We'll be back next week for more things.